Yo, what's going on? What's happening? Before I begin, I want to say something real quick. The last two videos that I've done, I've read the comments in the comment section of those videos. And it's like I got a lot of positive feedback of, far as decision that I made far as moving my family and I out of the USA, But there are quite a few negative comments. And one of the negative comments stood out to me, you know what I'm saying? Because it was more than one person that made that comment. And the comment is, well, yo, you ran away from your responsibilities. You're nothing but a coward. You didn't want to take on America's problems. This is a place that you was born and raised in. And you're nothing but a coward. Your ancestors should disown you. Because black people built America. And we should fight for it. Well, first and foremost, let me say this. I can kind of tell that you're young. A lot of people that have said that, I could tell that you're young. Let me tell you something about black folks in America. We've been through it all. Like when does it get to the point where you say, you know what, hey, I'm done. I'm done. We've been through slavery. Jim Crow, civil rights movement, crack epidemic, the war on drugs, the weaponization of hip hop, where they're using our culture, still doing it, using our culture against us, the infeminization of men, the single parent, baby mama, the list goes on of the things that we've been through and still continue to go through. And I said to myself, nah, that's all right. I'm not going to go through that. I'm not going to go through that. See, America's problems, I can understand when you talk about black people's problems. But America has problems too outside of the black community. And those problems, I didn't cause. Matter of fact, I didn't cause none of the problems that I mentioned. None of them. I didn't cause it. I'm not the problem, and I'm damn for sure not going to be the solution. If the solution is for me and mine to move out of the country and deal with peace and happiness, then I got you. I mean, that is the quote unquote American way. That's the reason why we have problems in America, because everyone is looking out for self. It's this mentality of I got mine. You ain't got yours. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what you gonna do, because life ain't free. You better get yours. And that's what I'm doing. What you mad at? I'm doing exactly what the average American does every day. Look out for themselves, their family, and themselves. That's it. And it's crazy to me how you don't applaud what I've done. I've managed to keep my family together and move not just one family member, all of my family members out of the United States of America, spelled with 3 Ks. That ain't no coward. My ancestors would clap their hands. That's what they would do. Because I'm not living behind enemy lines. I made a way for my family and I to be happy and be at peace. And I think that you all should do that too. Straight up. Don't be mad at me, because I thought about my family and I made the right decision or right choice for me and mine. And I know some of you all, like, I read in another thing before I begin, on the real topic at hand. Another comment that stuck out to me is, you moved your family out of the country and put them in a bad situation and blah, 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 blah. First of all, you don't even know me. You don't even know where I'm at. You don't know what situation I'm in. And the second thing, which is most important, and I'm gonna end it, which is most important, if you were so concerned about my family, why weren't you concerned about my family when I was living in Charlotte, North Carolina? Like, the Cash App still works. Like, PayPal still works. The donations still work. But you ain't that concerned. You ain't that concerned to donate some money. But you concerned enough to run your fucking mouth. And that's the problem. I know these are black people who are talking. I know these are black people that are talking. That's the problem. That's the problem in the black community. That's the reason why we're never going to have shit. And we're never going to be free. Because all we do is gossip. All we do is run our fucking mouths. And that's it. I'm tired of living like that. I'm tired of being around people like that. I'm tired of being around people that just talk, and never do. That plain and simple. Let's go. Hey, listen, the solution is an old solution that is game. I think the powers that be, you want to call them oligarchists or the Illuminati and all of that rest of that BS, you know what I'm saying, the small elite families, whatever you want to put it. I think that it was a game. I think they always put out this thing, you know, this whole slogan of, if you work harder, you'll be able to prosper in America. And that might have been true, like, from the 50s on up to, like, 2000, early 2000s or something. But nowadays, you working hard, that shit don't amount to nothing. Not a motherfucking thing. Nothing at all. It really doesn't. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you could work a job, you could have 2, 3, 4 jobs and work overtime, double overtime, triple overtime. The way the economy is right nowadays, you'll just be barely making it from the skin of your teeth. Like, I had to go. I had to leave America because they kept on, I say this all the time, they kept on pushing the finish line further and further and further away. They'll dangle that carrot in front of you while you running in the gerbil wheel. And you're never able to attain it. You're never able to attain the riches or become wealthy. Ever. Most people, most Americans are suffering now. Are suffering. And little do you all know, I've said this a million and one times. Little do you all know what's coming around the corner. Like, your jobs are going to be obliterated. Why? Because they have worker bots. It's only a matter of time. That is most of the reason why they're laying people off. They don't need human labor anymore. They got robots to do their job, to do our job that we get paid for. With worker bots, they don't. I've said this time and time again. They don't need time. They paid. What is it? PTO, paid time off. They don't need sick leave. They don't need to take breaks. They don't need a lunch break. They don't need any type of health care benefits. They don't need to be permanent at the job. They don't need none of that. They don't need sleep. All they need to do is be plugged up for a couple hours and boom, they good to go. And they're going to give you the same type of production that they give you no matter what day it is. Straight up. They're going to be able to produce this. They're going to be able to perform the same way they perform every day. They're not going to come to the job with an attitude. They're not going to come to the job with the excuses of why they late. You know what I'm saying? Well, you know what? I had to drop off my baby because my baby mama tripping. They're not going to come up with none of those excuses. You know what America reminds me of, especially nowadays? You know what I'm saying? It's the man and machine ideology. Excuse me, man versus machine ideology. I think the man's name, in specific black people, this is dedicated to you all, to you all that got that mentality of, you know, if you work harder, you know what I'm saying, you can attain success in America. You could be successful. You know what I'm saying? I think his name was John Henry. John Henry versus the machine. And he was building, I think, railroad tracks, and it was a machine that can build the railroad tracks on its own. You know what I'm saying? And the white man, this is crazy that this is a story. I think the man was named John Henry. This is a fictitious story. So, you know, they did a race. You know what I'm saying? Because John Henry was like, yo, I could beat the machine. Right? So they had a race where it was John Henry versus the machine. Right? At the end of the day, John Henry built a railroad straight through, you know what I'm saying, the village or whatever it was in the story. And he finished faster than the machine did. But guess what happened to John Henry after he finished? Yeah, they applauded him and they were saying he's great and this and that and so forth. But guess what happened to John Henry? He died. He died. And that's what exactly happens to black people, but overall Americans that have that ideology. You work your ass off and still ain't got shit. And then once you retire, nowadays the age of retirement is damn near 70 years old. So they take all the youthful years out of you till you grade the fuck up, missing teeth. You know what I'm saying? Throughout all those years you've been working, 20 something plus years, working 2-3 jobs and shit, you haven't been maintaining your health. So you got all types of ailments. You got diabetes, high blood pressure, colon cancer, prostate cancer. You're bleeding out of your rectum. All types of shit. So by the time you retire, you're taking all these pills and what little Social Security that you're getting, because they're taking the shit out of people's Social Security nowadays. And there's a thing called inflation. And it's not as if when inflation, the prices of food, gas, etc. goes up, it's not like your Social Security check goes up or your pension. So you find a lot of people that are old, elderly, working at fucking grocery stores, bagging bags and cashiers and shit. This is crazy. So by the time you retire, you got a good 5 to 10 years left. And you know what happens to your pension? Your SSI check, it goes right back to the government once you drop dead. Nah, man, I'm not doing that. That ain't happening to me. That ain't happening to me. Not I. Work hard. Man, I'm not working hard. I'm going to work smarter. And I'm going to do what I got to do to maintain my health. These white people not playing around. I just heard about this shit. First they had inflation. Then they added another word, hyperinflation. Then another one, funflation. Then another one, shrinkflation. Now they have a term called stagflation, where the economy is stagnant, where it's not going up or down, but inflation is going up. They're not playing with us. And you want to judge me? Because I said, fuck that. You want to judge me? You want me to stay in a country where a man don't know whether he want to be a man or not. And a woman has taken a man's role. That's who you want me to be? When nowadays women are saying, man, shit, I ain't having sex. I'm just going to get my eggs frozen. You know what I'm saying? And when I decide that I want to have a child, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to find someone, you know, a sperm bank, you know what I'm saying? And have in vitro fertilization. But now in the near future, they got a thing called ectolife, where you don't even have to have a child inside your womb anymore, inside your body. And I know women are going to go for that. You want to know why? Because these women these days, they don't want to carry a child for 9 months. Neither do they want, once they have the child, they don't want to breastfeed because they don't want their titties to fucking sag. So they're going to definitely be down with the ecto life. And if you don't know what ecto life is, look it up. It's basically having a child, like you remember the movie called Matrix? When Keanu Reeves woke up and he was in this sack and shit, and the machine was feeding off of him. That's exactly what Ectolife is. Where you're gonna have an app and you can get to monitor your baby while your baby is in the incubator growing, and they're feeding the baby through recycled feces that the baby is, man. You don't believe me? Look it up. Y'all think shit is a fucking game, man. Just don't understand. You just don't understand just how much of a gem that I am, a jewel that I am to you all. But it ain't but so much a man can take. I'm trying to give you the information. I'm not even living in America. That's another thing. I think I said it in the first video that I did, since I've been here. I knew these people were going to say the shit. Well, man, why are you talking about American problems? You ain't even living in America. All right, I'm going to let you just burn then. How about that? How about all of the things that I know up here? Fuck it. I won't tell you. I won't. Then you got other people saying, man, we don't want to hear none of that stuff. Show us where you living at. Show us the ocean, of this, of that, and blah, 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 blah. Nope. Nope. You're going to get this work. And if you don't like it, unsubscribe. That plain and simple. I'm not playing with y'all anymore. I'm going to start blocking y'all motherfuckers. And it's just that plain and simple. You want to be negative? I'm going to be negative too. That hard work shit don't pay off. And it's all nothing but a scam. To make you bust your ass for the powers that be. While the powers that be don't put one finger into working. One finger. The slave master sat there when he kidnapped us, when the white man kidnapped us. The slave master sat there on his rocking chair, drinking his fucking lemonade while we worked in the cotton fields. And that's exactly what America is right about now. And white people just now realizing that you picking cotton right along with us. And if you don't want to call it cotton, then so be it. Call it fiat notes. Call it USD, because our money is made out of, so I always say this, 75% cotton and 25% linen. How will you compensate it? By that fiat note. Whenever you work. You think I want to be in a country that doesn't give a fuck about me? Well, there's mass school shootings at least 2 to 3 times out of the year. I took a break. I took a 2-week break from looking at Charlotte's local news or just news from America, period. And I came back and I'm like, oh shit, this is the same shit that was going on since I've been gone. Excuse me, prior to me leaving. The same shit. I ain't missing nothing. Brother sent me an Instagram. He sent me a clip of Charlotte, something on fire or something. He was like, yo, man, you ain't missing nothing. I know that. I know it now. It's a different day, same old shit. And you expect for me to deal with that shit. You expect for me to be like, okay, America's sick here. Let me hold my breath. Oh. Nah. You got me fucking twisted. I ain't that type of dude. Not me, man. And y'all can pick on me all you want. You know what I'm saying? I've heard it all. Well, I could tell by his hairline. Or, man, you need a retwist. Or, man, you need such and such and such and such. You know what that tells me about you? Straight up. That you're not satisfied with yourself. Like most people that pick on other people, they insecure. And that's real shit. Because guess what? Whether you want to say I got a big forehead, or whether you want to say my hairline is this, or my hair is that, or whatever, guess what? I'm a pop. I know I ain't got no shirt on, but I'm a pop my skin, like my collar. Guess what? I got somebody that love that though. I got somebody that love that though. I got somebody that love me though. I got somebody that said, yo, I'm willing to go anywhere you take us. You got that, motherfucker? Don't play me. You out your motherfucking mind. I am who I am in the city or in the jungle. How about that? I know how to turn the warrior on, and then turn it off and be on some Don't play me. Don't play me, man. You know what I'm saying, man? Life is, hey, listen, here it's not perfect, but it's beautiful. It's beautiful, man. You know what I'm saying? My skin is all peeling off. I don't think y'all can see that. And it ain't sunburn, because I damn for sure ain't melanin recessive. And I've been through this before. I stayed in Nevis, you know what I'm saying, for a week or two, you know, where my family's from. And my skin peeled, and guess what? It's smooth on out. So this is the old skin in with the new. That's real shit. I love it here, man. Just off of the strength of knowing that I can eat real food. Man, yo, let me tell you something. Seriously, I'm not trying to be funny. I'm just being real. Like when I was living in America, and I'm a vegetarian, I used to have spontaneous farts. Like I used to fart all the time throughout the course of the fucking day. I'm not trying to be nasty. I'm just being real. I ain't farted one time since I've been here. One time. And I'm basically eating the same shit that I would eat in the States. But is something wrong with those kidney beans in the States? Is something wrong with those lentils? Is something wrong with that pineapple? Is something wrong with that watermelon? Is something wrong with that kale in the States? There's something wrong with it. It's real shit. Work harder. Fuck out of here. I think that's his name. If I'm not mistaken, look him up. You know what I'm saying? John Henry, I think the dude's name. You know what I'm saying? It was a fictitious character, but, you know, it goes to show that's how black people think, let alone Americans. Work hard, and then 5 years after you retire, you drop dead. I'm about to shave my shit up, you know what I'm saying? Because, man, yo, this sun and the air, man, I swear to you, man, this shit is so fucking beautiful, man. Like, I can look up in the sky, and I don't see planes flying over my fucking head. I don't see chemtrails and shit. I see birds, man. I see toucans, parrots. Can you say the same? I'm talking about talking parrots. Two of them, a couple, and every time they fly by, they arguing. That shit is amazing. Man, y'all, the shit y'all be on in the comment section, that negative shit is fucking savage and diabolical. That shit be crazy to me. How the fuck you don't... This is just regular Negro mentality. And that's what that's another reason why I left the States. You want somebody to put up with your shit. You want somebody to be miserable just like you. Because as the saying goes, misery loves what? Company. Nah, that's all right. Not me. Yo, work harder, not smarter. Damn. Work smarter, not harder. My fault. And you'll be all right. Other than that, out.